Hello, folks. I'm Fairfield County Commissioner Steve Davis. I thought I'd take a couple minutes today just to give you an idea what our priorities are right now as county commissioners. Of course, there are certain standard have-to things, if you will, things that are kind of general operations for the county. We always have to think about those. But I think our priorities right now could be summed up in a couple of different areas. One of them is public safety. We want people in the community to feel safe in their day-to-day lives and what's going on out there in the county. And one of the ways we express that concern for public safety is by being try to be real cooperative with the sheriff's office and the provisions of the resources and buildings and materials that they need to operate. Some examples. Folks will recall in 2017 we put the new jail in there, which was years in advance of the three older jail systems we used to operate and that needed replaced and had needed replaced for a quarter century. I think getting that new jail built is an expression of support for public safety. The new firing range and training facility that we've got out there for our deputies and cadets and people to train and be prepared for those situations that we all hope don't occur. Unfortunately, we have a lot of experience telling us that those situations will occur, and having our folks be in the best position possible to be ready for those things is important. Just recently, we cut the ribbon on the new emergency service center. Some of us call that the SWAT building out at the airport. But all the major equipment and tents and different things that they would need in barricade or hostage situations and the equipment and personnel can gather at that emergency services center and be prepared for hopefully any event that might occur throughout the county. Of course, we just opened the new Northwest substation there at the Fairfield Center in Violet Township, where we'll have a greater presence of deputies and personnel in the northwest part of the county. And I just mention those things to say, somebody can say, oh, I support public safety, or I'm in favor of law enforcement, or whatever. But I mentioned those things in the spirit of saying you can look at the decisions that we've made regarding expenditures, in some cases pretty significant expenditures, in furtherance of public safety, and that continues to be a big priority for the county commissioners. The other thing we're thinking a lot about recently is the workforce and people getting to work. So the Workforce Center is doing great. That's a place where employers can kind of direct the training that they want prospective employees to have. So Ohio University, Hocking College are teaching some courses out there that are largely directed by prospective employers to students who may not be on that college path. And after that student gets that skill set that might enable them to get work here in the community, we're thinking about the next steps. Then where's that person going to live once they get that new opportunity? Some of these entry-level positions that they're getting, maybe they're making $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 a year. Where do you live if that's your family income? And then once you think about, okay, maybe thought about where they might live, how do they get from where they live to where the employer is that's trying to hire them? Me and others of my ilk, if you will, have maybe wondered aloud over the last few years, do people really want to work anymore? Is the work ethic the same or not as it used to be? And that's okay to have those discussions. I'm here to tell you, though, there are a lot of people in our community who really want to work. They need help getting their skill set together on that. They need to figure out where they're going to live if they do work here, and they need to figure out how to get to work. And so we're doing a lot of research and analysis on that continuum of impediments. What prevents a person from getting connected with that employer? Skills, housing, transportation, and there are probably some other smaller range impediments that we may get to over time. But those are a couple of things we're concentrating on right now. Public safety and trying to create an impediment-free path for people to get to work if they want to. I hope y'all are doing well, and as always, I really appreciate the opportunity to be your county commissioner. Take care.